all document preparation, title searches, and title insurance. When your financial transactions require title work, request D-Land Title of Manti or Richfield. With over 60 years of service, call or visit D-Land Title for a no-obligation consultation on your title work. That's D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield.
Where do you go for all your copying and printing projects? It's Copycats in Ephraim, now located at 51 South Main. They do newsletters, spiral binding, envelopes, letterhead, large format posters, and business cards. Send Copycats your genealogy fan chart and they can print it in a 12 by 18 size up to a 36-inch poster size. Copycats, now located at 51 South Main in Ephraim. And remember, it's Copycats with a K.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured the Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
When you're buying or selling real estate, you owe it to yourself to check with Sanpete Valley Realty. They've been serving Sanpete County for over 30 years now with hometown realtors, and they can walk you through the process and show you how easy it can be. You can start by visiting their website at sanpetevalleyrealty.com. Check out the listings in the area, and then stop by their office at 415 South Main Street in Ephraim and let Sanpete Valley Realty represent you in your next real estate transaction. Give them a call at 283-6626 for Sanpete Valley Realty.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
When you choose to bank at Zions, you get small-town customer service from the only local bank with a statewide network of branches. Enjoy convenient access to your cash from nearly 200 Zions ATMs throughout Utah and Idaho. At Zions Bank Sanpete County locations, you can take advantage of a full range of checking and savings products for your family and your business. Plus, we have top-rated online banking services. At Zions Bank, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Season a little slow, but they defeated Ridgefield, and that was not too shabby of a one. This was when Maddie Lauer was still playing before she got injured, and they had a couple of other wins over some 3A teams and the like that were kind of, I think, building blocks for them, and then got into league play, ended up as the number 4 team in the region with a 4-6 record, and in a North Summit team, we just watched them. They won that region. South Summit teams that finished ahead of the Manti Lady Templars. The wherewithal is there. They just got to put together, I think, a real good game.
Yeah, I agree. But, you know, this Manti team, they can put together a game at any time, and they'll go on. And, you know, you talked about in December when they went on that little streak and won a couple big games. And, yeah, these girls can put together a game anytime, and especially in the playoffs. You know, these teams, they can go on runs, and they can get to the state championship just like any other team. Playoffs is a whole different game. So I wouldn't count out Manti yet tonight, and I'd expect to see a decent game out of all these girls.
Now, this Waterford team did tie for first in their region. I think a lot of it comes down to how well you keep your composure so that you do execute. You know, you're late in the season. you're not going to change something up and throw new wrinkles in it at this point. You know what your basic offense is. You know what you got to do defensively. You've scouted this team. You've seen them on film. You know what you got to do. It comes down to keeping your focus in the game so that you can execute what you know you got to do.
Yeah, it comes down to the mental aspect of the game, because at this time, you know, you're physically you're probably top in shape, and the skills are all there. Like you said, now it comes down to just the flow of the game and mentally and sticking with it and not psyching yourself out. And you know, because these girls, these Manti girls, I've seen them in the gym. They put in a lot of time. Even after practice and before practice and anytime they're in there shooting. So I know the work's been done, but like you said, it comes down to the mental game now and putting it together on the court.
This is our Snow College pregame show. Check out the expanding online offerings. The speed and time you spend on online courses can be flexible. Earn an associate's degree in as few as 18 months or less. More details at snow.edu/online. It is our Manti Waterford pregame show. Back with more of that pregame in 3 minutes.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
You want a quality education? How's this? All of SUU's nursing graduates passed their licensing exam on the first try in May of 2010. 100% of our students, not most of them, all of them. Small classes, caring faculty, the best facilities, that equals quality. Again, in May of 2011, 100% of our students passed the test. That's quality. You expect it, SUU delivers it.
With internet service from Centracom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centracom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy. The Mayor, City Council, and residents of Manti City wish the Manti Templars the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support Manti High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from Manti City.
iPad. It's on your bed. With technology being implemented more and more in our schools, I need reliable and faster internet at home to help keep them on top of their schoolwork. That's why I have Manti Telco Fiber to the Home, with download speeds up to 1 gig and unbeatable upload speeds that meet all our family's needs for schoolwork and everything else. Future-proof your internet on an all-fiber network with Fiber to the Home from Manti Telco.
Back here on our Snow College pregame show, snow.edu. Let's take a look at what has happened in the bracketing so far today. It is North Summit, a winner over Mazer Prep, 57-33 in game 1 of the day. Kanab defeated San Juan, 74-37. North Sevier over Enterprise, 56-46. And Summit Academy defeated Layton Christian, which is a team that tied with this Waterford team in league play. And again, we mentioned Summit Academy, a team that Manti split with this year. That was a 54-40 final score. And then it was Delta running away with it over South Sevier, 43-29. Game just completed. North Summit over Roland Hall, 72-24. So that's where we're at this point here in this girls tournament. And in our pregame here, let's just take a look at what we've got coming up tomorrow in the boys action here at an Orem. They've got the early game tomorrow morning of South Summit Mazer Prep, and then it's Parowan and South Sevier with a 10 o'clock game. That will be Emory taking on Delta, and that will be just prior to 12 o'clock. Waterford and Summit will follow at 1:30, and then the Beaver San Juan game at 3:10. Manti and Rockwell tomorrow evening at about 10 minutes before 5. We'll be here alongside with that coverage. And then Layton Christian and North Summit at 6:30. And the North Sevier Enterprise game, which should be a dandy. And that one will be at 8:10 tomorrow night. So that's what's ahead in the boys bracketing. This is our Snow College pregame show. Prospective current students, go to the website. You can find details on scholarships, housing, and curriculum. You can apply online at snow.edu. 3-minute break in the pregame and back with more.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Providing full title service in the area for over 60 years now. D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield has been serving the area since 1946. Merrill Ogden and his qualified staff can handle all document preparation, title searches, and title insurance. When your financial transactions require title work, request D-Land Title of Manti or Richfield. With over 60 years of service, call or visit D-Land Title for a no-obligation consultation on your title work. That's D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield.
Where do you go for all your copying and printing projects? It's Copycats in Ephraim, now located at 51 South Main. They do newsletters, spiral binding, envelopes, letterhead, large format posters, and business cards. Send Copycats your genealogy fan chart and they can print it in a 12 by 18 size up to a 36-inch poster size. Copycats, now located at 51 South Main in Ephraim. And remember, it's Copycats with a K.
The Mayor, City Council, and residents of Manti City wish the Manti Templars the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support Manti High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from Manti City.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
On our Snow College pregame show, Larry Masco and Austin Soper. Let's tell you about our player of the game coming up on our postgame. We'll name a Manti Lady Templar as our Snowcap Plains player of the game. And that player will get a hamburger, fries, and 2 games of bowling. Take the family in for a fun night of bowling and dine in on Snowcap's delicious menu for lunch or dinner. We reserve bowling lanes for a birthday party, family get-together, or a night out with friends. At Snowcap Plains in Ephraim, 283-4522. Well, this Manti team, let's take a little bit of a look at the individuals here on this. Amanda Naylor, a junior guard, very experienced player, is averaging 14.5 points a ball game, the leading scorer, and the only one they have in double figures. They lost Madison Blower to injury. She was a senior, and her value was probably double the points because it was just a lot of things she did on the floor, Austin. And since she's been out, that's you know, kind of a void there, a place that they've had to fill. Not so much in the scoring, just how she added to the overall game.
Yeah, her experience and her knowledge of the game, and we always talk about when these teams, they get in tough situations, it's nice to have these older kids out there that have experienced it and played in tournaments and know what to expect and have that leadership out there. So that's been tough for Manti. Still a young team, but you know, they're getting that experience this year, so they'll be better off next year too.
Yeah, a bunch of juniors, very junior oriented. Kaylin Mason is a junior, and Bailey Simons, who is the third leading scorer. Kayla Cox is a junior, averaging about 6 points a ball game. And they've got a couple of players, youngsters, they'll bring off the bench, and they do have one senior as well. But this is a very young team for Manti, very junior-oriented team. And their first year under Brett Albrecht, and he's trying to put in places those building blocks. And I think that's one of the things that Manti people want to look at here, and that is how has the team progressed during the course of the season to get to this point.
Yeah, and it was tough. You know, it's tough for the girls and for the coach to be. They weren't expecting that change, and it came early in the season, but he's done a nice job of helping these girls, and they've had a good season. And I think there's some progression there, and I see the girls improving, and I see the great attitude that these girls have, and their desire to win really shows. And I think they're going to have a great end of the season here.
Now, they average almost 40 points a ball game, which is more than the 37 points a ball game that Waterford averages. Defensively, Manti gives up about 35, which is a little bit more than Waterford, but they do a decent job, and they played a couple of high-scoring opponents, and they held North Summit, for example, to 49 points, and South Summit to 53. North Summit did log up 73. That defensive scoring average would be even better if it hadn't been for that 73 and 72 they gave up late in the season. They can't have that kind of game today when they're letting the opponent get into the 60s or 70s.
And I didn't see that game, but watching the North Summit game before this Manti game, I'm guessing that North Summit had that full court press on, and they do that very well, and I'm sure that's how a lot of those points came about. But yeah, I think Manti's got a good shot tonight to hang with this Waterford team.
Now in the bracketing here, you're trying to move into the top 8 and getting into those quarterfinals, and if Manti can't secure this spot, then they would play either Emory or Millard next week. The winner of this one will go against that team. So a little bit of a look individually at the Manti Lady Templars and our Snow College pregame show. Online offerings, got a lot of that now in abundance at Snow College. And earn an associate's degree in as few as 18 months or even less. More details at snow.edu. Of course, they have made some progress there in the focused plan now that they've got underway and implementing at Snow College at the Badger Nation. We'll take another 3-minute timeout on the pregame and then come back.
When you're buying or selling real estate, you owe it to yourself to check with Sanpete Valley Realty. They've been serving Sanpete County for over 30 years now with hometown realtors, and they can walk you through the process and show you how easy it can be. You can start by visiting their website at sanpetevalleyrealty.com. Check out the listings in the area, and then stop by their office at 415 South Main Street in Ephraim and let Sanpete Valley Realty represent you in your next real estate transaction. Give them a call at 283-6626 for Sanpete Valley Realty.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
When you choose to bank at Zions, you get small-town customer service from the only local bank with a statewide network of branches. Enjoy convenient access to your cash from nearly 200 Zions ATMs throughout Utah and Idaho. At Zions Bank Sanpete County locations, you can take advantage of a full range of checking and savings products for your family and your business. Plus, we have top-rated online banking services. At Zions Bank, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centracom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centracom.com to learn more.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
Just a couple of minutes away from tip-off here in Orem for tonight's matchup. And one of the game to follow this one into bracketing, and then the girls part of it will be done. Tomorrow it'll be all of the boys action. And a lot of 3A the next couple of days as well. And tonight's ball game is presented by Sanpete Valley Realty, Sanpete Valley Hospital, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Skyline Pharmacy, Copycats, D-Land Title, Manti Telephone, Manti City, Gunnison Market, Centracom, and Zions Bank of Manti. The league standings as they came into this in Region 13, it was Kanab, one of the favorites for the championship, finished at 9-1. Delta, another favorite in there at 8-2 in that region. Millard, the third team, and Enterprise, fourth team out of Region 13. Waterford and Layton Christian, I talked about, tied at 9-1. In Region 14, Mazer Prep was third, Roland Hall fourth in the league standings there. In Region 15, South Sevier, North Sevier, and Emory all finished at 8-2. And then San Juan in that fourth spot at 3-7. And in Region 16, where Manti fits in, North Summit number 1 team, South Summit 2, Summit Academy at number 3, and Manti finished in the number 4 spot to there. Manti on the season has scored 913 points. They've given up 1,073 on the season overall, bringing in that 7-15 record, 4-6 in league play. And Waterford 16-1 overall, 9-1 in league play for Waterford coming into tonight's ball game. And Waterford early season, they had games like Altamont, American Leadership, which is a common opponent, and Manti defeated American Leadership more handily than did Waterford. Providence Hall, Intermountain Christian, Manila, American Prep, these were all some of the preseason games. Not nearly as heavy a schedule as Manti had in that preseason. So
no, I agree.
3A versus 1As we haven't heard a lot of. So.
No, there's nothing really to compare, and I don't know how tough Waterford's schedule was. So.
Yeah, just a couple of them we kind of can take a little measurement with there with a couple of those ball games. Well, they'll name the starting lineups here for tonight's game, and the Manti Templars will be the visitors, so they'll be in the solid red. And then the home team tonight will be Waterford coming into tonight's ball game. Starting lineup tonight for the Manti Templars, Michaela Cox, a junior. And they'll start also McKenna Christiansen, a junior tonight. And Kaylin Mason, a junior center. Bailey Simons and Amanda Naylor. So that is a very junior-oriented lineup tonight for the Manti Templars. Short a couple of players with Blauer out and with Howe out. Certainly shortens up the bench. Starting tonight for Waterford, Jaden Brennan and Alicia Johnson and Chloe Wilcox. Go with Melissa Biskupovic, a senior guard. And also their post player is Morgan Kane, a 6'2 freshman post player. Already got good size there. And then Caitlin Shreve, a 5'10 sophomore. So you talk about some youth. They've got it as well on this Waterford team. Several juniors, but they go with a lot of underclassmen and a couple of seniors in that starting lineup. So in Waterford tonight is the home team, will be in white. And Manti in the red. This pregame has been presented by Snow College, a faculty focused on your success. Discover a residential campus that is safe, friendly, and fun. Learn skills to give you the competitive edge. Well, it'll be interesting to see how things unfold here. Inside attack, we know that this freshman Kane's got some good height for this Waterford team. She is averaging 14 points a ball game. She's not your typical freshman.
No, but other than that, Manti's got the height advantage.
And the tip comes down and then tipped away and out of bounds, but gathered back inbounds, still kept inbounds, out top for Waterford. And they'll relay at angle right to Wilcox, back out top to Johnson at the point guard. They work against the Manti zone. Back it away. The wing left, they've got Biskupovic, senior. Pass comes in the right angle, then they bring it back out top. Come to the high post to Kane. Turns around. She probably got away with a walk. Spins inside. Goes to the hoop. And is fouled, and the basket will count. So you know what she's going to want to do. You've got to keep your feet wide if you're defending behind her.
Yeah, and you could tell that Waterford, that's all they want to do is get it into Kane in the high post and let her do a move, make a move to the basket, and try and get a bucket.
Free throw is no good, and the rebound. They said that foul was on 5. It can't be on 5 for Manti. They got a number wrong there. I'm not sure who that foul was on. Manti doesn't have a number 5 out there right now. After the missed free throw, wide right side down in the corner, Mason. 3-point shot. Bangs it home.
Wow. What a shot by Mason.
Kaylin Mason.
What a shot from the corner. No hesitation. Just drilled it right in there.
Working across against some pressure. They'll come to the angle left. Ball tipped down, taken by Cox. Here comes Cox on the right-hand side. Hangs, pulls into the air, goes off the glass. Good for 2. So Michaela Cox, the junior guard, making the steal and the layup.
Yeah, I liked how she didn't even hesitate as she attacked the basket. She went right to it and made a nice layup for Manti.
Drive down in, ball tipped away off from the legs of Waterford. It'll be Manti ball.
Yep, Michaela Cox came down, played some tough defense, knocked the ball out, and Waterford kicked it out of bounds.
Pressure by Waterford, so the pass will come in to McKenna Christiansen. Comes across midcourt with it, and we'll want to give it up to a playmaking guard right now. If she's going to keep it herself, they'll work out of a 1-4 set. Go to Cox in the angle right. Cox waits for Naylor to come off the spin-off. Naylor on the drive, fouled as she tries to put up the shot.
I was a little surprised they didn't feed it down to Mason down there. She had a nice position.
Short corner, and then get Naylor rotating around. If they close out on the forward referees conferring with each other here. They got the foul wrong on that first foul. I think that's what the referee's going to clarify here.
But they had Mason, and I bet Manti comes back to that later today. I think she's got
first foul was on. I couldn't read his name, his lips here.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
And they won't put it back up on the board, so we don't know. Free throw no good by Naylor. Manti leading it at 5-2. If it was a 5 in the mix, that would be Amanda Naylor that had that foul because she's the only one with a 5 in the number out there. And the second free throw, Naylor hits that one. 6-2, Manti with some pressure. So both teams putting on some pressure. And in backcourt, they're trying to force the little guard to go to her left hand. She keeps forcing that to the right hand. You can see why they try to get her to do that. Makes the pass off, and Kane off the back iron, and good for 2.
Yep.
She is the offense for this team.
Yep, they just want the ball in her hand. And that first foul was on Amanda Naylor.
Okay, so it is 1 on her. Cox works at the top. Little playmaking guard. Pass comes to the angle left. Christiansen, bounce pass. Naylor turns around, comes inside, puts up the shot, rims off, no good. Naylor gets it back, puts it up again, that's no good. Mason to follow, and a foul call. And that's going to be key for Manti. It's going to be how Mason works inside on offensive rebounds, and as well as at the defensive end, keeping that big post player away.
Yeah, and Manti, like I said before, they have a little bit of a height advantage. The only player Waterford really has is Kane. Other than that, Manti is either equal or taller, so rebounds might be a key tonight.
Well, Mason, who's already hit a 3, free throw is good. We're at the 5:52 mark, first period. Manti at the basket to our right, Waterford to our left. Second free throw. Mason buries that one as well. So an 8-4 score here. And a little bit of pressure in backcourt. Still back there. Now this is a different point guard. Number 11, they like to force her left. This one, Johnson looks like she can probably go right or left. She's comfortable either way.
She seems a little bit more comfortable with the ball.
They're not quite sure what they want to do with their defense. Now they rotate out with Kane going to the high post. Make the pass into the wing. And now back out top. They'll put up a shot from the elbow. That's going to come off the front rim. Rebound, Naylor. Spins it away. Strong player gets the pass now to Cox in backcourt. And Michaela works to the left. Comes to the free throw line. Shot. Rubs off no good. The rebound. Mason. That's no good. And the taken down by Waterford. That's going to be key. Templars, when they get that offensive rebound, they've got to connect on the putbacks.
Yeah, they got to get those easy ones.
Those are what I call margin points that you got to have when you get into playoffs. Pass in the corner. They come out high to Kane. Going to be a reach around foul on Mason, I believe. Now, if you're playing behind Kane, you just got to stay behind her. Yeah. You let the player help come in and do the front work. Don't reach around, and that's.
And you can tell Kane has some good fundamental post work. But I can also say that Waterford, if they can't get the ball into her, they're not sure what to do.
5-minute mark, 8-4 Manti the lead inbounds. They get it to Kane. Shot is high off the glass, no good. The rebound, Cox. Michaela, who's played well, comes into the alley left-hand side. Comes down to the baseline, puts up the shot off the glass. Oh, they're going to call a charge on her. She was aggressive and got the shot off, but for naught.
Yeah, and I think that was probably a good call. Waterford player had a good position, didn't move, just kind of let Cox run right into her.
Johnson will get into the ball game here. Simons will check out for Manti. So they get a senior in here. First quarter action. Game presented in part by Manti Telephone and D-Land Title. Inbounds for Waterford here in our action. Manti again with that full court pressure off the screen, the roll off. And they get it into the hands of McIntyre. Now they work to the middle, back to McIntyre. And they stay inside of her, and then she'll have to work it offensively. Out top, across the way to Johnson. High post, Kane dumps down low. And they get to the baseline. Shot up and off the glass and good. So they work off that nucleus. As Shreve gets that shot for Waterford.
Once it gets in the high post, Manti's got to do a little bit better keeping track of those baseline players.
Got to take away any of the passing lanes down low. Naylor turn around. Hop!
Wow.
Hit it from 18.
Yeah, turn around jump shot by Naylor. Nice little jump shot.
10-6. Swipe with the ball and then pulled back down. And then Naylor's going to pick up a second foul. Not smart there. And she'll have to come out of the ball game. Simons will come in. Overly aggressive. You almost get it the first time, and the temptation there to try to go for it second time. That's a good time to get back and just play some prevent defense.
Yep. What Manti does a good job of is on offense to transition back to defense. They do good work with that.
Inbounds pass now comes out top. McIntyre, senior guard for Waterford. Forced to the left. Tries to make a bounce pass inside. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson will work across. Goes to the angle left. Goes down into the corner to Cox. Cox backs away. Shot on the way. Little long. The rebound. There was a walk and no call. That off the glass. And then the rebound tie up. And on the alternating possession, Manti ball. So without Amanda Naylor in there, they will bring it inbounds. Manti got away with a walk on that possession. 10-6, they lead, 3:42 remaining, and the inbounds Johnson to Cox. Pump fake, Cox to the elbow. Little short on the shot. Rebound tipped away by Johnson. It'll be Waterford's ball. Good hustle to try to get a hand on it. And so inbounds for Waterford here at the 3:37 mark, first period from Orem High School. Opening round of a 2A state. Pass comes in at side court. They'll work it back to Alicia Johnson, a senior guard. Spins to the right-hand side and comes off my high pick. Pass out far sideline. Working there on the dribble is McIntyre to the high post to Kane. Kane back it in. Turnaround off the glass. You can't let her move you off the block if you're the defender.
And Manti tried to come over and help with the double team, but when she double teamed, she came right behind Mason and set it to the side to kind of block off the baseline there.
Here's Mason with it. Kicks it outside now to Cox. Michaela crossover dribble. Now to Johnson. Tipped away, but Johnson will go chase it down. Get it out top again to Cox. Right side, Johnson. on the rotation. Ball loose and then taken away. Mishandled on the pass to Christiansen. A chance for Waterford to tie this game up. Christiansen defending on Wilcox. Outside. And a 5-second count. Stuck right with her. That's what happens when you get to dribbling too much.
Yeah. And like I said, I just don't feel like if they can't get it into Kane, they don't know what to do.
Yeah. And timeout on the court here, 2:31 remaining. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Mom, where's my iPad?
It's on your bed. With technology being implemented more and more in our schools, I need reliable and faster internet at home to help keep them on top of their schoolwork. That's why I have Manti Telco Fiber to the Home, with download speeds up to 1 gig and unbeatable upload speeds that meet all our family's needs for schoolwork and everything else. Future-proof your internet on an all-fiber network with Fiber to the Home from Manti Telco.
10-8 score with 2:31 remaining. First period. Manti the lead. Checking in will be Alexa Vernon for the Manti Templars, a junior guard. Inbounds for Waterford. Working around to the top. It's the Manti zone right now. When Kane breaks out high, they'll adjust that zone, and here's a tip down and the steal. Get it right-hand side to Cox. Michaela backs away, 12-footer. Off the iron to the side, and it'll go to Waterford.
And Michaela was a little bit hesitating there to drive because of that charge call. So that time she pulled it out and went for the jump shot, but I still think she should have taken it to the basket. I think she would have probably got the call.
Well, she was into her strong side, her right-hand side there, which she had a little better angle than she did that last one. And here's pressure, tip into the air, and Kane comes down with it. So up and outside, they'll make the long pass. Waterford to get it across midcourt into the hands of Wilcox. Pass comes angle left. They'll look to Kane down low. Just got to keep your feet. Mason's maybe up on her toes a little too much. Ball is partially blocked and taken down by Manti. Mason just got to learn to set her feet in concrete a little bit more. If Kane, here's the Johnson at the other end, play up for 2. If Kane can spin off from that, then you adjust your defense. But you make Kane prove that she can spin off from your set defense behind her.
And Bailey Simons did a much better job of that help defense that time, and Kane had nowhere to go.
Cross midcourt for Waterford. And they'll dribble up, ball tipped into the air, taken down by the Manti Templars. Simons gets it in the hands of Vernon. Alexa working right-hand side. And then comes down to the high post of Mason. Mason can turn around, kick it out top, needs to bring it back out top again to Cox. Cox works right-hand side, backs away down to Mason. Turn around, dump it out in the angle to Vernon. Vernon, Alexa comes out top now. Cox at the top. They're going to change their offense up here with 57 seconds remaining and a 4-point lead for Manti. Down low. Now, if Simons will position and flatten out a little bit more there, she's going to get a reach around call on Kane. She just got to broaden out there when they get that pass to her in that block.
Yeah, and Vernon's got to pump fake and get the bounce pass to and get her on the baseline there.
So inbounds for Manti underneath their basket. And they'll have to work it to Cox, who spins around off in the perimeter. Down into Johnson in the corner. Down in the low block. And there's the foul on number 20. It's not on Kane, but it is on Grace Sponagel, senior for Waterford.
Yep, doing just what you said. She got the position that time, forced her to come over their back, got the call.
Inbounds for Manti again. And again to Cox. Down the corner to Johnson. She's got to work it outside, kind of loosen it up here a little bit. To the top. Needing Vernon to come get it in the angle left, which she does. Holds it, dribbles right-hand side in the paint. Ball loose on the floor and taken away by North Summit.
A little bit too much congestion there in the middle.
Yep, you don't have a seam there to try to get through. So Waterford down by 4 in the closing seconds of this first quarter of play. Make the pass outside. They're running a lot of bump-off screens right now with Sponagel. And Kane positions down low. The Templars double team. Crossover pass will come way out into the angle with 12 seconds remaining. McIntyre will work to the top. Defended by Cox. Right-hand pass comes down into the corner, right-hand side. Set shot on the way. That's good on a three-pointer by Melissa Biskupovic right at the end of the quarter. Manti leads by 1, 12-11. We'll be back with second quarter action in 1 minute.
Providing full title service in the area for over 60 years now. D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield has been serving the area since 1946. Merrill Ogden and his qualified staff can handle all document preparation, title searches, and title insurance. When your financial transactions require title work, request D-Land Title of Manti or Richfield. With over 60 years of service, call or visit D-Land Title for a no-obligation consultation on your title work. That's D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield.
Where do you go for all your copying and printing projects? It's Copycats in Ephraim, now located at 51 South Main. They do newsletters, spiral binding, envelopes, letterhead, large format posters, and business cards. Send Copycats your genealogy fan chart and they can print it in a 12 by 18 size up to a 36-inch poster size. Copycats, now located at 51 South Main in Ephraim. And remember, it's Copycats with a K.
Southern Utah University halftime show coming up at halftime. SUU, get involved in your education and experience more learning. Details at suu.edu. That'll be our halftime sponsorship. Take a look at stats. Have a game flow chart for you on that halftime program. 12-11, Manti leading as we go into the second quarter of play. And the ball will be to Waterford. They ended up the quarter with the three-point shot, get the ball to start the second quarter. And the Naylor is back into the ball game for Manti. Vernon stays in. Cox staying into the point of that 1-2-2 zone. Pass in the corner, now back into the angle. Back into the corner. And a shot on the way that's no good. The rebound taken down, however, by Waterford. And they'll work it back out again. And the corner again. Tipped and out of bounds. And this would be Waterford's ball. One of the Templars, I think, could have snagged that, but didn't realize that her teammate had touched it. And
yeah, she thought that
it was going to be
Kaylin.
Yep. So inbounds, Waterford underneath their own basket. They'll try to work inside, but they can't, so they come down into the corner near side, come off the screen out high, pass to the right-hand side. Now top, now back to the angle. And they'll switch places. Going to the point now will be McIntyre. Near to us to Johnson in the angle. McIntyre in the corner. Down low in a low block, turn around. And walking call on Waterford.
Yeah.
Spanagle didn't know what to do with the ball.
Yep, Manti did a nice job with defense there.
Took away the passing lane, and she got her legs crossed up and turns it over. Naylor will work up now on the dribble for Manti, leading by a point. Amanda playing with 2 fouls. You've got to be careful at the defensive end. And waiting. Vernon with it. Comes to the right-hand side, comes to the baseline. Vernon shot way short, but it's pulled down and then shot put up. No good. Rebound to Mason. Mason going to get it outside to Vernon. And then long shot Naylor. A little long. Bounces high, and the rebound taken down by Kane. So here's a chance for Waterford to take the lead. Cox will get back in here pretty soon. They just getting her little rest break. She'll come back into the ball. Well, in fact, she is in there. I thought she was getting the rest. Down in the corner for Manti. And then at the elbow, the shot on the way there. That's no good. Rebound on the floor picked up by Naylor.
It was Christensen that went out.
Christensen, yeah. Christensen went out. Here's
Chris Jansen, sorry.
Cox to work across. Off my double high post. They spin it. They go down low to Mason. Nice play. Set play, and they got it for 2.
Yep, and that's what I thought they would come back to. Mason on the baseline there. Nice pass.
Templars trying to put some pressure on in backcourt now. The pass will come into the middle to Kane. Work it near side. They'll try to cross it over. Tipped into the air by Manti. Lost out of bounds. Last touch by Waterford. Manti inbounds.
That was a good job by Amanda Naylor to recover on that. She was a little bit behind, but she hustled and tipped the ball.
So they work across here with Cox. She's so critical to this Manti team, especially with a couple of the guards that they have lost during the course of the season. Vernon outside to Naylor. Naylor comes into the middle, hangs in the air, shot no good. The put back, that's a little bit blocked from the backside. Manti ball inbounds is tipped away. They had a good offensive set there, just didn't get the shot to drop. Mason will get a little bit of a break as Chris Jansen comes back in.
Yeah, Manti's getting a lot of second and third opportunities here at the basket. They just need to convert a couple more.
Templars off a 1-4 break on the inbounds. Pass will come outside to Cox. Puts up the shot, partially blocked, taken out of the air, shot up, whistle foul. Simon's working hard down low, and this is critical to Manti's success, that she works the boards, especially offensively.
Yeah, she's doing a nice job under there, getting Manti those extra shot attempts.
So at 5:40 here in the second period, 14-11, Manti the lead. At the free throw line is Bailey Simons. Hits the first one. Another, that pack of juniors. They could call them the junior pack.
Yeah.
Manti. Sponego checks out. And then is Shreve, sophomore. They'll be a little more agile now. Waterford will. Simon's second free throw. Bounces it in off the glass. Biggest lead of 5 by Manti at 16-11. Ratcheting up the pressure, tipped into the air. And the Templars can't chase it down, so it'll be Waterford inbounds. Still side court, back court here. It'll be triggered in by Chloe Wilcox for Waterford. They're in the white uniform, Manti in the darker, the red. Wilcox still in the back court. Makes the long pass to Shreve. And they'll work it up offensively with Wilcox, the senior guard. Goes past the right-hand side, Biskupovic to the high post. Shreve, no good, the rebound. Simons with authority. That was kind of an early shot there. Long pass at the other end, trying to get it to Cox. A little greedy. The ball tipped loose on the floor, and Simons gets it to Cox. Cox will get it to Vernon, but it's tipped down on the floor. And we got people all over the place. Yeah. It'll be alternating possession.
I think Manti's ball this time.
I guess, do we have a thing on the clock that all shows us?
I don't know. I was looking for that earlier, but they don't have that up there. So.
Well, they don't have one down here on the sideline either.
I think they're just asking the official over here.
Okay. In the corner to Vernon. Now the rotation comes around. Little push, but no call. And then it'll come down in the low block. Naylor turns around and off the glass, no good. Last touch by Manti. So he needs to give a little pump fake. Amanda turned around there and went straight up in the shot. Little pump fake, and then be able to elevate and go over that.
Yeah, Amanda does a good job of attacking the basket, but sometimes she gets a little bit too aggressive.
Kane in backcourt. They throw it across. They get it to Wilcox. Wilcox, the angle left. Comes outside with it to Biskupovic. Right side, and they'll set up offensively with McIntyre. Cox defending on her. McIntyre with penetration. Holds it up the free throw line. Tripping foul. That's going to go on McKenna Christiansen of Manti. Inbounds for Waterford. 15 foul on Manti, leading at 16-11 here at the 4:33 mark. Second quarter. Inbounds Waterford to the post. Shot flat. Foul goes on Simons, I believe, of Manti, to Kane. Kane looks a little tired.
She does. I don't know if she's been. I don't know if Waterford's had a game like this yet this year. It's hard to say because I don't know a lot of those teams, but I think that it's rare for them to be behind like this.
We'll see how well Kane shoots free throws. Got that one. First scoring in this quarter for Waterford. Morgan Kane, 6'2", freshman, center for Waterford. Second free throw off the inside of the back iron. Rebound, Simons.
Simons just doing a great job on both ends of the court.
Pulling down the boards, and that's what her role has to be. Off the scrape off, they get it to Amanda Naylor on the high post. Ball lost on the floor, Manti ball. Last tipped away by the Ravens. It'll be inbounds for Manti. To trigger in will be McKenna Christiansen. Get it down in the corner. Vernon dumps down inside. Naylor fade away off the glass for two.
What a touch. Amanda Naylor just kiss off the glass and for a nice little one-handed floater.
And that was the fade of fadeaways too, I'm telling you. Working across on the dribble. McIntyre, she's going to get that thing picked one of these times.
Yeah, she will.
Leaves it out in front of her some. Into the corner to her. They'll come down to the low block. Take away McCain on the backside. Help defense. Got there just barely in time by Christiansen.
And Manti did a great job of rotation there. Christiansen coming down to help.
So inbounds for Manti with a little bit of pressure put on by Waterford. They'll get it to middle to Naylor. Naylor works down to the right corner to Simons. Simons tries to make the baseline drive. Gets it off the glass. There is strength. She used her power to get that one up for Manti, and they've crafted out an 8-point lead here at the 3:40 mark in this second quarter.
Yeah, Bailey did a great job of attacking the basket there. She knew Kane was on her backside, but she still went up strong and got the layup.
Inbounds with the pressure. Manti will have it inbounds here to Cox. Michaela to the free throw line. Gets it outside to Vernon. Nothing inside yet. So they'll back it up. Get it down to Amanda Naylor. To the baseline. Fade away.
Wow.
Another one.
Wow.
coach had to holler that one out. He was telling them, get it to Amanda, because it didn't look like she was open, but they got to realize she can reach out and make the catch with one hand. Ball on side court, and finally picked up by Waterford. A lot of holler in there, and then a steal, and then they're going to call a foul on Cox.
A little late there, but they did get her with the reach.
So, and that's first foul on her.
That's her second.
So Michaela's got to watch the foul situation here with 3 seconds remaining, or 3 minutes remaining. 22-12, Manti by 10 at the 3:06 mark, and they will get a few substitutions in here. Manti will bring in Mason. Mason was out for a long time. She ought to be. And Avalon Cook, a freshman. You may not have her in your scorebook there. Avalon comes in to the ball game for Manti, replacing Cox. They'll have to rely a little more heavily now on Amanda Naylor for the ball handling for Manti. At the free throw line is Emily McIntyre for Waterford. High arching shot and good. And she'll get her second. Coming up, our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. The curriculum deliberately built to focus on your experience. Go to suu.edu. See how you can experience more. Second free throw, also good.
And free throws might play a big part in this game today.
Good. A little bit of pressure put on by Waterford, but Nader will work it across. It's just kind of token pressure. It's the pass to Christiansen. Christiansen working right, left, and back to the right-hand side. Ball tipped away. Get it now to Nader. Amanda Nader turns around, backs away. Gets a one-on-one isolation, but Mason comes around. Mason come out to do the screen, and then the pick and roll to Mason. Mason get it inside, shot up. Oh, a little short. They had to good look at it, but Christiansen, and then a travel call on Waterford. So the Templars ran the play. They just didn't finish it off with the shot.
Yeah, the right idea. Mason slipped to the basket, and they had the pick and roll, but didn't quite get it to convert.
Mason has really developed this year in her ball game, in her game. Her and, well, all these juniors have kind of been on the same page for a while, and their instincts will work even better for them next year. Backside flip. Here comes Christiansen. She's got a player down in the corner to try to get it to. Gets it inside. Shot is up. Whistle and a foul. Mason getting a foul on Kane. So good job of Mason going up here to draw the foul at the 2:33 mark. Manti leading at 22-14 here in this matchup.
Man, and Kane, when she puts her arms up, she is so long under the basket. She for a freshman, she is just towering.
First free throw dips out for Mason, so she'll get a second here. On our post-game show, we'll name our Snowcap Lanes player of the ball game. That's short. She over-adjusted and came up short, so Dusak's that time at the free throw line. Brett Albrecht out telling her what kind of spacing he wants here on that pressure. Pass comes right-hand side. Now to Kane in the middle. We'll dump it back right-hand side. They come down into the far angle. Waterford will set up offensively, trailing by 8 into the angle. Wing player steps in, puts up the shot, bounces high off the iron, no good. The rebound taken down by a little guard for Waterford, dumps it backside, and then they'll come back out again. Waterford will set it up once again. Angle left. And down into the corner, back out to the angle. Then the far side for Waterford. To the high post, they'll look high-low, come down into the angle again. Simons chases, comes back inside, picked up by Shreve, gets it outside, they come back into the angle. Down in the low block, turn, shot, no good. Rebound taken down by Amanda Naylor.
And Amanda Naylor is such a trooper. She's still playing. She got elbowed in the throat. She's in pain and was still able to play defense and get that rebound.
A minute 37 remaining. Manti leading it by 8. They'll probably try to get through without Cox. Here is Avalon Cook down in the corner and off the leg of Bailey Simons out of bounds. So with a minute 28 remaining, 22-14.
Manti working hard on defense. They're doing a nice job against this Waterford team here.
Pressure in backcourt. Comes to the middle and into the far angle. And then defensively recovering well, and they're going to call a foul on Bailey Simons. Bailey needed to get to a spot. She got to the player. Rather than just get to a spot and take away the driving angle, she got a little too close in the contact there and drew the foul, which means a one-on-one for Chloe Wilcox of Waterford. First.
That's a second for Bailey.
Second, and okay, now they changed it. 2 fouls on her, so she's got to be careful here in the closing seconds of this quarter.
she's working hard, though, on both ends, hustling. And sometimes when you work hard like that, you will get those fouls.
Second free throw also good by Waterford. Waterford has only free throws in this quarter. They have not hit a shot from the field yet. Pass comes in backcourt to Cook. Works it down, comes on the dribble to the baseline. Mason outside, shot on the way. Three-pointer!
Oh, wow.
Good by McKenna Christiansen for Manti.
And I saw McKenna shoot about 30 of those yesterday practicing, so she's all warm.
Here comes Kane working up the floor, and they'll call a block on Amanda Naylor. That'll be her third. And again, get to a spot on the floor, and you got to have some spacing. So Naylor picks up her third foul. Best thing there is just let Kane. And Coach Albrecht saying something. I think the referee's right. He says she's got to have good defensive position. She didn't have it.
No,
she didn't get there quick enough to do it.
And she kind of leaned into her, and you're just not going to get that call when you lean into the shooter like that.
Free throw is good. Second one coming up here for Morgan Kane. And that's good. Shoots good free throws, too. So Manti by 7 with a minute remaining. With the pass to Mason. Mason to work across, and then will hold it up. Get it in the angle, and Tampa is without. Here's Christiansen, another three. That's too long an air ball. And I think Manti should have just run their offense there for a while.
Would have been a little bit better off to run an offense, run that clock out.
You don't have Naylor in the ball game right now, and you've got a couple other players. There's a tip into the air, taken right back down by Waterford. And they'll work it around to the far side to Wilcox. Wilcox dumps it out near angle. Waterford will back it away, set up for one shot. Manti has had a 10-point lead. They lead right now by 7. Into the corner, back into the angle. Far side, near side. Guard to the high post. Turn around, Kane. Blocked partially by Kaysen. And we've got a foul call. So Mason did a good job defensively there. The ball just came right back down to Kane.
They're going to give that one to Cook.
So Cook picking up the foul, and that's okay on her. Mason will go to the free throw line. Yeah, some of those games that Manti had this year when Mason had to play some good post players probably paying off for her right now. She's not intimidated in this situation.
She's going right at her, and that's what she needs to do.
First free throw by Kane is good. She's money at the free throw line, but that one too long, and the rebound taken down by Shreve. They'll work it outside with 15 seconds remaining. And you can guarantee they're going to look for Kane. I got to think Templars have got to drop a guard, and they did right there. But here comes Kane down in the middle, jumps it away at the baseline, no good. And the rebound taken down by Manti's Mason. Does a good job of keeping her position and getting the rebound.
And they're going to give that one to Kane.
Kane
came over
picks
the back.
up the foul. Is that her second, or is that her first?
I have that
first foul. So Kane picking up the foul. Good job by Mason to maintain her position there. And inbounds, well, they've got two on the board for her. So she's got to worry a little bit about the foul situation too. Manti with 1.5 seconds remaining, and not going to work. Ain't have anybody out without Amanda Naylor out there. Anybody could jack that up.
Yeah.
Could have brought her in on that offensive play, but it's 25-19 at the end of the first half of play. Our Manti Templars and our Waterford Ravens in this matchup. Manti by 6. It's the Southern Utah University halftime show. They'll be back in 2 minutes.
The Mayor, City Council, and residents of Manti City wish the Manti Templars the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support Manti High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from Manti City.
You want a quality education? How's this? All of SUU's nursing graduates passed their licensing exam on the first try in May of 2010. 100% of our students, not most of them, all of them. Small classes, caring faculty, the best facilities, that equals quality. Again, in May of 2011, 100% of our students passed the test. That's quality. You expect it, SUU delivers it.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
25-19 here at halftime. Our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. An education designed to give you a memorable experience. Look into Southern Utah University and experience more. Score at halftime, 25-19. Manti with the lead over Waterford. Taking a look now at our game summary. It was early lead Waterford, and then Manti took the lead at 3-2 and has not relinquished it. So we've had the one lead change. Manti led by 1 at the end of the first quarter of play at 12-11. And Manti got up by 5 at 16-11 early in the quarter. Waterford, again, no points from the field. It was only on the free throws that they scored in that quarter. And Manti opened up as much as a 10-point lead at 22-12. And the Templars kind of went into a funk and only had the 1 3-point shot by Christiansen. And they outscore Waterford at 13-8. Waterford 8 out of 10 in free throws, 80% free throw shooting in that second quarter for Waterford to stay into this. And a 6-point difference, 25-19 here at halftime. Our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. Experience more from your education. Explore a higher education with a difference. Experience SUU. 3-minute break now. A 3-minute break and then back with a look at statistics.
Choosing a college is tough, but there's a big difference between 25 and 500 students in a class. SUU has small classes. It's a big difference if your professor is teaching class or doing research. SUU professors are in the classroom teaching and calling on you by name. At SUU, distinguished faculty are in small classes teaching rigorous nationally accredited programs on a safe campus in an unrivaled natural setting. Southern Utah University. There is a difference.
When you're buying or selling real estate, you owe it to yourself to check with Sanpete Valley Realty. They've been serving Sanpete County for over 30 years now with hometown realtors, and they can walk you through the process and show you how easy it can be. You can start by visiting their website at sanpetevalleyrealty.com. Check out the listings in the area, and then stop by their office at 415 South Main Street in Ephraim and let Sanpete Valley Realty represent you in your next real estate transaction. Give them a call at 283-6626 for Sanpete Valley Realty.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
When you choose to bank at Zions, you get small-town customer service from the only local bank with a statewide network of branches. Enjoy convenient access to your cash from nearly 200 Zions ATMs throughout Utah and Idaho. At Zions Bank Sanpete County locations, you can take advantage of a full range of checking and savings products for your family and your business. Plus, we have top-rated online banking services. At Zions Bank, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centracom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centracom.com to learn more.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
Halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. The score, Manti 25, Waterford 19. Larry Masco and Austin Soper with you. From a new freshman to a graduate student, and SU Education is designed to help you experience more education. Let's take a look at our SUU summary of individual stats from that first half of play.
The story for Waterford has pretty much been Kane. She's got 11 points, and right behind her is Biskupovic with 3. Then we got Wilcox and Shreve with 2 each. And then to wrap it up for Waterford is McIntyre. So Kane with more than half the points already today. For Manti, we've got Mason and Amanda Naylor leading the way with 7. Then right behind them is Bailey Simons with 4. McKenna Christiansen has 3. Johnson and Cox both with 2 to wrap it up for Manti.
So in the personal foul department, the Templars have got to take care of that. They've got little concern there with Naylor with 3.
Naylor with 3. Simons has 2. Cox with 2. So they've, most of them have not been very smart fouls either. I mean, they've just been, either out of position or just, they got beat and they tried to catch up and they ended up fouling. So they need to be a little bit smarter on that end. But Kane also is only one in for Waterford that's in foul trouble. She only has 2. But
2 fouls, yeah.
The way that they work that ball into her and the way that Manti's working the post, I wouldn't be surprised if she picks up a few more later this half. So
25-19 here at halftime. Halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. Our post-game show will be coming up, and that's presented by Sunrise Engineering. We'll take a 1-minute break, and then come back with second half action.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
The health care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live, and you can rest assured that Sevier Valley Medical Center provides our communities with the same high-quality care and advanced technology services you'd receive if you drove to the city. From full-time specialty services such as ENT, orthopedics, podiatry, and internal medicine to a wide range of outpatient services, including imaging, respiratory therapy, and dialysis. High-quality health care with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sevier Valley Medical Center, healing for life.
25-19 as we get ready for second half of play. The pressure hasn't worked real effectively. Not that either team has given up a lot with it either. But I'm wondering if one of the other teams might drop out of full court, maybe just with a little half-court pressure, or just trapping the ball as it comes across midcourt, try to change some things up with a little different defensive look in this second half of play.
Yeah, and with Waterford, how they want to get in the high post, and Manti's actually doing a great job of denying the high post. I wouldn't be surprised to see some more outside shots from Waterford, and they can get right back in this game really quickly if they start hitting those outside shots. So Manti's got to be careful with that as well.
So the start of the second half of play, we'll have Waterford at the basket to our right, Manti to our left. Waterford will have the ball to start the possession with in this second half of play. Far angle to Johnson, down in the corner, back to Johnson. Comes near side, 3-point shot's going to come off back iron, no good, and rebound Mason. She and Simon's critical on the board work for Manti. Mason's played a good game. She's got to play every dimension of it there. She may not get a lot. Here's a Naylor shot on the way, 14-footer. I'm sure it's 14 because it was measured earlier today. That was 1 foot inside the 15.
Yeah, and she's got such a nice touch, Amanda Naylor does, around the basket.
27-19, Manti by 8 early in the second half of play. Far angle for Waterford. Out top, Manti in the zone, 2-3 zone. They'll break out of that, but they're very conscious of Kane, who comes to the high post now. Shot from the angle, and that's going to be too long, and out of bounds, Waterford. You know, I think until they did hit a three, we know Waterford can hit them, but I think until they prove they can do that consistently, your main concern is Kane.
Yeah, just she's got half the points, or more than half now. She's leading scorer for Waterford. And if I'm Manti, I'm going to just take my time, run our offensive sets, and just keep building this lead.
Now top to Cox. And Kaler works to the right-hand side. Backside to Mason, who had cut through. And ball loose on the court, picked up by Waterford. So the Templars turned it over there.
It was a good thought. She had the cutter, but Kane just kind of anticipated a little bit quicker.
Far angle, then back out top. High post, Kane dips it out right-hand side. Shot on the way. Too long, no good. The rebound taken down. Christiansen tipped away by the Ravens.
And this is what I expected from Waterford. There's a lot more outside shots because Manti was denying that high post so bad.
Waterford really extending the defense here. They're going to, and the Templars will get it in the hands of Cox. She's got to be the one to work it up for him. Michaela comes in the angle left to Naylor. Naylor pump fake, comes right down the alley where it goes up off the glass for two.
Yep. Naylor did a nice job of seeing Mason clearing out.
Yep.
She just took it right to
Mason
the basket.
did a good job of reading that, making a clear out, drawing the defender.
Good work
into the middle to Kane. Kane works right-hand side. Shot partially blocked by Naylor. Taken down by Christiansen. Christiansen going to try to make the long pass. Tipped down. Taken by Waterford. They got a little greedy there. Times to throw, times not to.
Didn't have the numbers either.
So Waterford will work up, down by 10, 29-19. In the angle, they'll try again from the outside. That one's no good, off the iron, no good. Rebound, Mason. 0 for 3 from the outside for Waterford. In this half. Cox to work across. Pretty deliberate in the offensive right now, to the angle left. Christiansen, she's got to back away. She needs space, just get some space. Needs to get it up, and she does to Cox. Cox clears outside, comes down the seam, tries to put the ball down on the floor, taken by Kane. She walked with it, back in bounds. The Templars kind of go deliberate to start with, then they get a little crazy.
Yeah, get a little excited.
Yeah. You just, sometimes if you just reverse the ball, reverse it, then things will open up.
And they're holding a little bit too much. They got to reverse it quicker.
Yes.
Before that zone shifts.
Cox at the top to the high post to Naylor. Naylor turns around, comes inside, shot is up, no good. The rebound taken down by Waterford. Johnson. Johnson picked up defensively by Christiansen. They'll come high post. That's loose on the floor. Picked up. Cross. They come to the angle now. And then down low, tipped away. They tried to go to the high post. Templars. Mason picks up the loose ball. Good job defensively, Mason and Simons. Naylor will walk it across. Going to run a certain play off from this one, which will go to the right-hand side to Cox, loose on the floor and picked up by Waterford.
It's a little bit long of a pass. Naylor needs to dribble over there a little bit, shorten up that pass. A little bit too long.
Pass comes down to the angle to Waterford, and then out top. They'll pass to the right side. Little pump fake Wilcox. Baseline shot no good. And the rebound, Manti ball was tipped down by Waterford, but tipped down out of bounds. In comes McIntyre, a senior replacing Wilcox, a senior at the guard line for Waterford. Kind of interchangeable parts there. Skupovic, another senior guard for him. Cox will be the one to work across this time. For Manti, 4:13 remaining, third period. Manti 29. And here comes Cox right down the alley. Got open for the layup, missed it. And the rebound taken down on the court. And Cox going to get a reach-in foul. That'll be her third. And again, that's not one of your smarter fouls there.
No.
It's going to be a third on her.
I like the drive that she had and the idea, but you got to get those. You got to make those easy baskets when they get them.
Evelyn Cook checks in for Manti with 4:04 remaining here in the period. So they've got Cox, Naylor with 3 fouls. 29-19, Manti the lead. Stolen by Christiansen and then rolled off her leg out of bounds. And neither referee could see that, and they missed the call.
Yeah, that was right in front of us.
It was tipped by Ravens, but it came off from the Manti's Christiansen out of bounds off her leg, right in front of us. And the referees were out of position. That Waterford coach questioning a little bit, but he's smiling about it now.
And I don't even think he saw either, so
I don't think he did. He was talking about something else. Cook, freshman guard, works to the right-hand side. Makes the pass now to Naylor. Naylor driving, comes in, dumps it outside, threw it away, and taken by the Ravens. Templars are giving up a lot of turnovers when they're trying to penetrate inside. And they aren't setting up. It's kind of like you use punches to the gut to set up the shot out high. They've got to do more perimeter passing, then that inside penetration stuff will work. Tipped away, out top by Chris Jansen, taken right back down by Waterford. Back out top again, top of the key. They'll go to the angle left, throw it up a shot, no good. Rebound is out of bounds. It'll be Manti ball. So Ravens dying right now by the long shot.
I almost feel like that they're going to the outside shot and trying to let Kane get some boards and clean up those boards underneath, because maybe that's where she's going to get her points instead of at the high post, because Manti's denying it so much.
Chris Jansen working out top. Right-hand side to Naylor. Amanda holds and waits to the post, flashing through. Turned around to the baseline, and nobody there. Simon's going to try to get to the ball. It's loose on the floor, and finally taken down by Waterford.
I think that's the 4th time they've turned it over on just throwing it away tonight, or on this in a row.
And everything's been inside. They've been trying to make those inside passes that aren't there yet. You have to set them up. 29-19, Manti with 2:44 mark, third period. Pass in the corner. They deny to Kane, and they'll come back outside again to Waterford. Right-hand pass. Right side, Biskupovic. McIntyre. Far side, Johnson. Back out top, McIntyre. High post, Kane. Reach in foul on number 5, Evelyn Cook. She had the right idea. Freshman dropped and helped, but Naylor will come out of the ball game with her 3rd foul. She'll get a little rest. Try to get her into the 4th quarter without picking up another foul. As Johnson comes in for. Into Kane. Kane shot off the glass, bounces it in for 2. That is the first field goal in a quarter and a half for Waterford from the field. Into the paint. Ball loose on the floor, taken again off the floor by Manti. The drive by Cook. And then the shot, no, an arm grab, no call. Back inbounds for Manti.
Again, Manti attacking the center and just getting a little crazy. They need to slow down and just run an offensive set, run some time off and get a good shot.
Johnson in the corner to Mason, who hit a 3 in this ball game. Down in the low block, turn around, a lot of contact and no call. Jump ball, alternating possession. There must be on the scoreboard, there must be a thing down underneath here that shows the possession arrow. Inbounds Manti. Again, they don't have Amanda Naylor in there or Cox right now. Well, they're trying to survive through the quarter. The guard needs to come get it. Timeout taken by Manti.
Smart.
The guard is going to come out in space at the top. A 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back.
Zions Bank wishes the North Sevier High School Wolves a winning season. For more than 135 years, Zions Bank has built a foundation of strength and stability. Drop by Zions Bank's Salina branch to get competitive loan rates and a great variety of savings plans for the entire family. You'll get small-town customer service from the only local bank with a statewide network of branches, and best of all, local decision-making. At Zions Bank, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
29-21, Manti leading it by 8 here with 1:52 remaining in his 3rd quarter. Out of the Manti timeout, and they were discussing their spacing on offense during that timeout. It'll be Manti inbounds with Johnson to trigger in. Templars without 2 of the cornerstones right now of their team on the bench with the 3 fouls. You get it down in the corner. Ball lost out of bounds. Boy. You know what? I tell you what, Chris Jansen's getting kind of beat up out there, and the referees aren't blowing the whistle on that.
She's really the only ball handler out there.
She really got kneed that time, a knee right into her. And then we're going to have, and Brett Albert's going to be an unhappy camper here with the reach-in foul on Evelyn Cook as they worked it to the middle. Evelyn's pretty quick defensively. She makes a pretty good read. She can reach with the ball near hand. She's picked up her 3rd foul, but she's done a good job defensively out there disrupting things. And Waterford to work it here. They're down by 8. They were down by 6 at halftime. Low scoring quarter. Baseline drive back and away. And then tipped into the air, but comes down into the hands. They'll come to the high post, Kane, and then back down to the low block, short corner. Into the corner. Shot on the way. Rubs off the iron. We've got action underneath, and I think Kane just picked up her third foul.
Yep, I think she's
Megan
pushing.
Johnson had really good position down there. She did.
Yep.
So third foul on Kane, and credit Johnson with a good block out down low.
And I think Kane's a little frustrated, so if Manti can get that position on her, she's going to come over the top or push and get that call.
Okay, Christiansen to work at the guard spot right now. To Johnson in the right angle. Megan gonna have to clear on the dribble. Pass angle left. Little pump fake to the baseline. Christiansen fouled. They called it finally when she got nailed up high. And the process of shooting and the foul call game is presented in part today by Zions Bank Manti. Centricom doing our simulcasting with them and on the Eagle Radio. Gunnison Market, Copycats, Skyline Pharmacy. Coming up on our post game, our Snowcap Lanes player of the game from Manti, and that player will get a hamburger, fries, and 2 games of bowling. Snowcap Lanes in Ephraim honoring our player of the game. Take the family for a fun night of bowling. First free throw, good. As is the second one. Christiansen, another one of those younger players that's developed this season under Coach Albrecht. Long pass across midcourt, and boy, Shreve had nothing to do in one dribble. She didn't even want to put one bounce on the floor. Still in that perimeter passing game here for Waterford. They go down low. Mason a reach around. We'll pick that foul up. Again, sometimes just don't reach around. Just establish your position behind the player. Hope that help defense comes down to help you.
Yep, that's Mason's first for today.
Yeah, she's not in foul trouble. Kane will get a break. She might be a little tired. She's going to come out. They'll rest her probably the rest of this quarter. Sponagle is in, as is Wilcox. So you don't have to worry so much about the interior defense now if you're Manti. Force it outside. Don't let them have an easy look. Down in the corner. Pump fake back out into the angle. And in the corner, shot on the way. That's an air ball. And out of bounds, it'll be Manti ball. Megan Johnson doing a good job of pinning that defender, that offensive player down there so that she couldn't grab the ball back in. So
I'm with you though. Let's let Waterford just shoot. If I'm Manti, let them shoot until they start making baskets because they haven't yet.
Christiansen right hand side to Cook. Cook makes a little drive, backs away. Now to Johnson. Johnson says, let's get it out top. Gets it now back to Cook. Cook driving right down the middle. Shot on the way. Oh, she's a freshman. I tell you what, this girl gets some time under her belt. This time next year, this is going to be a contributor.
Yeah, she's a
not
tough
that
player.
she's not doing too bad right now, but she has got instincts, and I'm taking this thing to the hoop.
Yeah, and she is tenacious. She had no hesitation taking it right down the middle of that defense into 3 Waterford defenders drawing that foul.
Cook at the free throw line for the Manti Lady Templars with 12 seconds remaining. And her free throw, no good, a little long. In for Manti is Amy Lund, a sophomore. Replacing Mason. Give Mason a little rest right here. Good strategy by Coach Albrecht to give her a rest. And she can come out full strength for that fourth quarter of play. And Cook's second free throw, good. Manti's biggest lead of 11 at 32-11. Just play some pressure defense of delay getting the ball up the court. The pass comes into the middle and into the right-hand side. Got to play inside defense now. Shot up from the baseline. That's no good. And then back to the baseline. Shot up and in right before the buzzer. So the Templars will have a 9-point lead at the end of 3 periods of play at 32-23. Back with fourth quarter action in a minute.
Mom, where's my iPad?
It's on your bed. With technology being implemented more and more in our schools, I need reliable and faster internet at home to help keep them on top of their schoolwork. That's why I have Manti Telco Fiber to the Home, with download speeds up to 1 gig and unbeatable upload speeds that meet all our family's needs for schoolwork and everything else. Future-proof your internet on an all-fiber network with Fiber to the Home from Manti Telco.
Providing full title service in the area for over 60 years now. D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield has been serving the area since 1946. Merrill Ogden and his qualified staff can handle all document preparation, title searches, and title insurance. When your financial transactions require title work, request D-Land Title of Manti or Richfield. With over 60 years of service, call or visit D-Land Title for a no-obligation consultation on your title work. That's D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield.
So Manti leading it by 9 at the end of 3 periods, 32-23 over the Waterford Ravens. They do have some foul complications, but they were able to get through the quarter without anybody picking up that 4th foul. And they'll get Naylor and Cox back into the ball game. 4 points was all in that quarter, both field goals for Waterford. And Manti with the 7 points in the quarter. 32-23 and inbounds for Waterford as we start the 4th quarter of play. Cross on the dribble is Will Cox at the top. Far angle. McIntyre gets a screen, comes off the screen. And pass comes top right. Johnson defending tenaciously there. And they'll have a reach around foul on Simons. Got to stay behind her. Yep. And Coach Albert saying, don't reach, especially that far away from the basket. She's having to come that far away to receive the ball. If she does receive it, you don't make contact with the reach on. She's going to spin on you and go to the hoop.
Yeah, but Manti's done a nice job of fronting and then getting help defense from the backside. So you're right. She just needs to stay back there and not reach.
And the pass comes to the baseline. Shot blocked by Naylor. Taken down by Manti. Simons, who's got 3 fouls of her own now. So that blocked that shot, and 9-point lead for Manti, and Cox back in at the point guard set. Should be well rested. And with the 3 fouls. Comes angle left to Johnson. Johnson with a baseline drive. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound tipped, and it'll go to Waterford.
Yeah, that time Johnson should have pulled it back out. She
Yeah.
a little bit too much underneath to get that kind of a shot.
Inbounds for Waterford against some full court pressure by Manti. Pass comes in to Sponeagle, who's very susceptible to turnover. Just Amanda Naylor doesn't want to put pressure on her, picking up a 4th foul. But Sponeagle's one, if you put pressure on her, she'll turn the ball over.
Right.
Right-hand pass in the angle. Biskupovic, moving pick.
And I was waiting for that. I saw that a lot earlier.
Sponeagle, yeah.
Yep. A lot of times she was just kind of running into players instead of setting a pick. So, yep, good call.
So a turnover on the moving pick. Yeah, there was one time I thought they were going to tag her on in the first half, and they let it slide. This time they didn't. Right-hand pass. Vernon in the angle for Manti. To Johnson. Johnson creates a little space now. Gets it in the hands of Cox. Cox dribbling. High post, Naylor goes up for the shot, got it off the glass. She was able to get around Kane and hit the layup, and Manti by 11 now at 34-23. And the ball slides out of bounds right near us. My main concern was Amanda Naylor. She's fine. She took a dove for that one.
She just knows.
That's a bare table. If you want to hit your head into that, that's not cool.
She just knows where the basket is, and she knows how to get open and get around and move, and she does a very nice job under the basket.
So inbounds for Waterford, and out will be Wilcox coming out of the ball game. Replaced by Johnson. So inbounds in backcourt to Johnson. Defended by Benson, who's in the ball game for Manti, and a traveling call on Waterford at the other end.
Yeah, Kane is just not as comfortable when she's that far out. She took 2 steps before she even started to dribble, so she's just out of her rhythm tonight.
Timeout taken by Waterford. It's 34-23, Manti by 11 with 6:29 remaining. Back in 1 minute.
Where do you go for all your copying and printing projects? It's Copycats in Ephraim, now located at 51 South Main. They do newsletters, spiral binding, envelopes, letterhead, large format posters, and business cards. Send Copycats your genealogy fan chart and they can print it in a 12 by 18 size up to a 36-inch poster size. Copycats, now located at 51 South Main in Ephraim. And remember, it's Copycats with a K.
The Mayor, City Council, and residents of Manti City wish the Manti Templars the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support Manti High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from Manti City.
34-23, the Manti Templars by 11 over Waterford, and trying to punch a ticket to move into a game at 9 o'clock, about 9:10 next Thursday morning in Ridgefield in the state tournament final 8. So they lead by 11. They've got the ball with Benson and Cox at the guard line along with Vernon. To the left, looking to the high post. It'll come in the angle left to Benson. Benson gets his Naylor at the high post, spins around, puts up the shot. It goes in. Naylor going to work for another one.
Yep, that's her favorite shot. Going to her right, little floater right close to the basket. She's making that half the time now.
Ball loose on the floor, trying to grab for it, but it comes away to Waterford, and they'll go at it again. Manti by 13 at 36-23. Dribble left-hand side in the paint. Shot is up, no good. Put back, that is no good. Rebound tipped out. We've got a whistle. A foul on Waterford on the rebound. 32. Kane just picked up her fourth. Fourth foul. Working on the board. So somebody had a good box out. We were boxed out. We couldn't see a thing.
Yeah, we couldn't see quite too much, but she's working hard down there, and so is Manti.
So Michaela Cox, the junior, works across right-hand side. Oh, and Vernon loses it out of bounds. Cox really had some heat on that ball, too. But she have a turnover there by the Manti Templars with 5:40 remaining. They lead by 13. Mason is in the ball game. And the pass will come in to backcourt to McIntyre. McIntyre on the dribble. Across midcourt. Loses the ball, goes and picks it back up again. Vernon and Benson with defensive assignments in there right now. Scrape off. They come down to Kane at the top. Dumps the inside. Sponagle turns around. Puts up the shot. No good. The rebound. Loose on the court. Outside again for Waterford. It was controlled by Johnson. Down low to Kane. Kane positions. Comes to baseline. And they'll give her 2 shots. They'll call Mason on the foul for Manti. That's one of the best opportunities that Kane has had in this second half of play. Just got the spacing right where she could get the ball and try to score with the clock stop. That's 3 fouls on Mason. And Kane's free throw is short. Back in the ballgame will be Christiansen. Benson out, Christiansen in for the Manti Templars at the guard line. Second free throw toss coming up. Kane hits that one. First points of the quarter. The 5:10 mark for Waterford. Michaela Cox switches to the left hand. Carried the ball, no call. Bounce pass to Mason. Back to Cox. Going to put up a long one. In, out. The rebound. Taken down. That's put back up. Partially blocked. And last touch by Manti. It'll be Waterford ball.
Yeah, Alexa Vernon down there working hard, getting the rebound underneath. That's not typically her forte, but she was down there doing a good job. And
then she'll get called on a reach-in foul. She knocked down the Waterford player, and that will mean it's going to be bonus for Waterford from here on out. So we go to the other end. We're going to take a 30-second timeout here.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
First free throw connects, and the second one here just inside the 5-minute mark. Bounces high off the iron, and the rebound to Kane. Tries to flip it back up, and no good, and the rebound Mason for Manti. Kane got it, but just good. Far underneath the basket and couldn't work with it. Naylor at the top. Not a time to get too fancy here. And she'll hand it off now to Christiansen. Christiansen now to Cox. They lose the ball on the floor. Cox goes back and gets it. And see if Manti took a timeout. Jump ball call. Spacing again, a problem there for Manti.
Yep.
If you're going to hand that off, you hand that off like a quarterback to a halfback.
Yeah, Michaela didn't know it was coming.
So inbounds for Manti. They've got to have a guard break out and get it. And they go to Christiansen. Christiansen holding it. Dribbles in a couple of steps. Needs to just back away now. Goes to Naylor in on the low block, and a reach around foul on Biskupovic. For Waterford, that's only the 16th foul on Waterford, so back inbounds. 4:26 remaining.
But like you mentioned the spacing there, they had Mason and Naylor were side by side in the post.
Yeah. Pass comes into Cox. Cox in a step. Now to Naylor in the corner. Back out to Christiansen. Christiansen penetrate in. Just back away. You just need to get it out. Naylor comes down in the seam. Naylor, a one-handed shot up. Bounces off the iron. No good. And the rebound taken down by Waterford. Trailing by 11. Long pass to Kane, and then goes out of bounds. It'll be Waterford ball inbounds. In for Manti will be Bailey Simons. Get her back in. Vernon will come out. And so at the 4:05 mark, inbounds for Waterford. You got to watch where Kane comes off in the appeal off there. Pass comes down into the corner, and then back outside, and then they'll bring it out top again. Backing away is Johnson. Manti's a little concerned about Biskupovic getting three-point shots, so they'll try to deny that. The ball tipped outside, and Mason almost got a steal. Right-hand side, set shot off, good. On a three-pointer by Emily McIntyre, and that could make things a little interesting in this ball game here. 36-28 with 3:44 remaining, and a timeout on the court. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured the Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Manti had as much as a 13-point lead at about the 6-minute mark, and it's now down to 8 at the 3:44 mark.
And Manti needs to slow it down, run a couple plays, get good looks, don't force anything, maybe draw a couple fouls, and kind of finish this game.
Yeah, they've been trying to do dribble drives, dribble penetration stuff, and that's when they've been turning the ball over. Pass it and get some things open with the passing game. And you can get Mason and Simons and them working down low, or even Naylor. Pass comes angle left to Cox. Cox comes around to the top. Dribble drive right-hand side. Set shot, going to be air ball short. Rebound Simons, she's fouled. Let's see who they tag it on. Take number 22, will pick it up, and that will be McIntyre. And at the free throw line, Bailey Simons. You know, this could come down to how well Manti shoots free throws here.
This is going to be huge for Manti to knock down these free throws in the end.
Front end of 1-and-1s. Simons free throw, no good, off to the right. Oh, she was foul ball shooting, so she gets 2. So stand corrected on that. Bailey, part of that contingency of juniors for the Manti Templars. Second one is up, bounces, no good. Naylor tips it out. Taken down by Christiansen. Down low to Mason. Mason turnaround. That one rolls off, no good. And the rebound, Waterford, and then we've got a whistle. Double dribble. I didn't see that.
I didn't either.
Okay. The Waterford girl looks as puzzled as we did. They call her on a double dribble and a turnover. So Manti in balls again at the 3:16 mark. Christiansen in the paint, a lot of contact, no whistle, and a rebound to Kane. I'd just like to see Manti take a lot more time off the clock.
They're just in a hurry for some reason.
Out at the top, right-hand side, Biskupovic. Biskupovic drives baseline, puts up the shot over Mason, no good. The rebound, Mason pulling it down, and then picked up by Simons. Gets it in the hands of Christiansen. Don't be in too big a hurry, you don't have advantages here. Into Naylor in the middle, puts up a shot that bounces off, no good, and a rebound taken down by Waterford. Naylor steals it back, puts it up, and she's fouled.
Naylor's just getting all over.
She's like a dog after a bone right there, wasn't she?
Yeah, she just has the nose for the ball and the basket. She's doing a nice job.
36-28, Manti by 8 with 2:44 remaining. And at the free throw line, again, we talked about how critical these free throws are for Manti at this juncture. And they're trying to protect an 8-point lead with 2:44 remaining. Free throw good on the first one. Lineup change. They rotate a lot of guards in. Wilcox checks in. And Shreve comes out. That means they'll go with a 4-guard set now. Probably 4 3-point shooters on the floor for the Ravens.
And Kane.
So it's the cast and Kane.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Free throw good. Naylor. By 10, Manti leads, 38-28. Whistle. And a foul. Manti. I think the coach is giving her a message right now.
He's
not happy about
expressing
it.
his emotions.
Don't let him go to the free throw line with the clock stopped. Well, they're a young team, and these are all learning experiences for them. If they learned it now, and just don't forget it by next week.
Yeah.
Free throw line for Alicia Johnson for Waterford. Free throw, no good. And a rebound, Naylor. Goes to Cox. Michaela on the breakaway, coming down the right-hand side. Hangs in the air, shot off the glass. No good. The rebound, loose on the floor. Coming out of the pack is Waterford. Naylor hustles back because they had a... Boy, Naylor really hustled. She had to get back. Because Waterford had a player down there. 10-point lead, 2:25 remaining. Right-hand side. Good spacing right there. Simon says, I'll play you right here. And I can step out. Down in the corner, right-hand side. And the ball tipped away by Christiansen. Back inbounds for Waterford.
Coach Albrecht, he's wanting the backside to come and help with Kane.
He's telling Cox, don't get over. You get on this half of the paint. This half of the lane. Down low to Kane. Kane turning around, putting up the shot. Rolls off short, no good. The rebound, Manti. Pretty good defense by Mason. She just kept her spot. Mason did.
Great
and
defense.
Kane short hopped it.
Yep, great defense by Mason.
And Christiansen gets fouled. She'll go to the other end. We'll take a 30-second break.
When you're buying or selling real estate, you owe it to yourself to check with Sanpete Valley Realty. They've been serving Sanpete County for over 30 years now with hometown realtors, and they can walk you through the process and show you how easy it can be. You can start by visiting their website at sanpetevalleyrealty.com. Check out the listings in the area, and then stop by their office at 415 South Main Street in Ephraim and let Sanpete Valley Realty represent you in your next real estate transaction. Give them a call at 283-6626 for Sanpete Valley Realty.
First free throw, good. Second one as well for Christiansen. And Manti up now 40-28, 12-point lead. Valley left-hand side. Pass comes out top right-hand side. The guards, 4-guard set in there right now for Waterford. Manti playing in just inside the three-point line defensively. Pass comes out top, and they'll come right-hand side. Little drive, baseline, shot up a floater. Good on the baseline on the drive by Biskupovic, and a timeout taken by Waterford. With a minute 42 remaining, it's a 10-point spread, and 40-30. Manti with the lead. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
Sunrise Engineering sponsoring our post-game show. It'll kind of be of an abbreviated one. They live and work close to you. See their office locations at sunrise-eng.com. Serving clients in Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, and Arizona for over 30 years. And that's at Sunrise Engineering. We'll be naming a player of the game for the Templars on that post-game show, and that player will be getting hamburger, fries, and 2 games of bowling. Snowcap Lanes, gather your friends and compete in their Snowcap Bowling Leagues at 283-4522. 40-30, Manti by 10 with a minute 42 remaining in the ball game. It'll be inbounds Manti, full court pressure, which is to be expected at this point.
Yep.
And Kane is not in the ball game. They'll go with a quicker defensive lineup here, but I'm not really sure that Sponegel's any quicker than Kane. Ball tipped loose, picked up by Naylor. Naylor looking at it on the dribble, just slow it down and go right-hand side, Christiansen. Christiansen, a little penetration inside the free throw line now to Mason. Mason looking down in the corner, Christiansen. Christiansen to Naylor. Naylor being defended out front, mugged. I think that's a designated fouler. Yep. Lexi Shreve, a sophomore guard, commits the foul, and that'll put Naylor at the free throw line. Kane will get back in here. I think what they'll do with Kane is offense in, defense out at this point, because they're going to try to go to a lot of pressure. And Amanda Naylor at the free throw line. Hits that one.
And
hit their last 5 free throws.
I also saw Amanda shooting about 50 free throws yesterday in the gym too, so she's the one I'd want up there shooting.
A minute 25 remaining. Manti with an 11-point lead, trying to punch their ticket to the final 8. Second free throw, good. Swish, nothing but net. Manti leading at 42-30. Cross on the dribbles, Wilcox. Wilcox, they come high post to Kane. Kane turns, shot up, and good off the glass. And we've got a timeout. And this is going to help Coach Albrecht for Manti because he wants to talk about defense. He didn't have the help defense that he wanted there. A minute 13 remaining. Manti by 10, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
When you choose to bank at Zions, you get small-town customer service from the only local bank with a statewide network of branches. Enjoy convenient access to your cash from nearly 200 Zions ATMs throughout Utah and Idaho. At Zions Bank Sanpete County locations, you can take advantage of a full range of checking and savings products for your family and your business. Plus, we have top-rated online banking services. At Zions Bank, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
42-32, Manti leading with a minute 13 remaining. Promoting athletic and academic excellence, Sunrise-E&G, that's Sunrise Engineering, sponsoring our post-game show. We're into the final minute here. Manti with the ball, full court pressure to work against, and it'll be Naylor to toss it in. Gets it to Cox, and that's exactly what you'd like to have it in backcourt. Cox works it across, really pushes on the dribble, gets fouled about 3 times. They finally got it the third tag. Tag, you're it. That would have been a lot of tags before you're it. And that scenario, that almost looked like a hockey run. And at the free throw line, it's going to be Michaela Cox. And his free throw shooting becomes ever more critical for Manti. Free throw rolls in.
Got it.
That's a critical one to make it an 11-point difference. 4-score ball game at this point. Kane will check in, as will Johnson. As they alternate players in and out here, kind of Waterford's got an offensive set and a defensive set right now.
If I'm Manti, I'm not going to give up any freebies, but I'm not going to foul either. So
yeah. 44-32. Manti 1 minute 5 seconds remaining on a dribble drive, and down to the baseline. Defense Naylor tipped into the air, taken down by finally Waterford in backcourt, and then the ball tipped away by Simon, so it'll go back into Waterford. I watched Manti one game earlier in the season. I'm really tickled with how McKenna Christiansen has come on in his junior class. This is going to be a pretty solid bunch next year.
Yeah, they're going to be tough.
They got to work off season. Keep working on things in the off season. Not individually. I think they need to get some team camp stuff going. Shot on the way, straight away, and that is good on the shot by Johnson for Waterford. Manti by 10. Foul, far side. This is on number 22, Emily McIntyre. Sunrise Engineering, promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. They'll present our post-game show, abbreviated one it'll be, because we've got another game coming up right after this one that we've got to pick up the broadcast. Free throw good. A lot of paint coming off in that iron, but Michaela's getting them, and that's what's critical. And
Coach Albrecht just talking about not giving up the 3. Come out and guard them. Get in their face. We can give up a layup or a short shot, but no threes.
No more threes. 39 seconds remaining. And that one's going to be a little short. And the rebound taken down in the corner by Christiansen. And Cox has it. Down in the corner, Christiansen. And McKenna gets it back to Cox. He'll come out the top to Naylor. Naylor will hold. Try to get him to foul. Goes to the dribble, and they do foul with 25 seconds remaining. So Manti leading it here at 45-34. And barring a major disaster, they should advance on without any problem now and play the winner of the game following this one. That's Millard and Emery. And that will be a 9-10. I think I misstated that earlier. I said 9-10 in the morning. That'll be a late game, 9 o'clock on Thursday night for the Manti Lady Templars down at the Sevier Valley Center. And second free throw no good after the first one was good by Naylor. Right side drive here by Chloe Wilcox. They get it down low. Shot up, no good. Foul on Mason with 16 seconds remaining. The Templars are going to win this one. And they lead it here by 12 with 17 seconds remaining. Free throws coming up here from Waterford. So all of that region's been bounced out. Layton Christian got beat earlier and just not got as strong a teams in that league as in some of the other regions.
Manti played well tonight. They did a good job. Defensively, they held, Waterford to 35 points, 36 points, maybe. There it is,
yeah,
36.
That's true. Manti did get into the 40s, which you figured they needed to do against a pretty good defensive team, and they did it. In backcourt, Cox working across still. Comes across now on the dribble reverses. Gets it into the hands of Christiansen. Christiansen to Naylor. All of these are going to be back next year. 3 seconds remaining. Naylor holding the ball near midcourt. It's over. Manti wins it 46-36 and advances to the Final 8 in state coming up next Thursday. Our post-game show coming up here presented by Sunrise Engineering. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Legendary NBA coach Phil Jackson once said, yes, victory is sweet, but it doesn't necessarily make life any easier the next season or even the next day. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Make your kids' education a priority. Find out what you can do. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and promoting excellence in education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
It's our post-game show presented by Sunrise Engineering. Live and work close to you. See their office locations at Sunrise-ENG. Game summary, Manti led by 6 at halftime, by 9 at the end of the third period. They outscore Waterford by 1 in the fourth period, 14-13. They win it by 10, 46-36. Amanda Naylor is our player of the game for the Manti Lady Templars. And we'll let you do that. Go on ahead, Austin, real quick here on our game summary.
Yeah, just for Manti, Amanda, player of the game, had 20 points for Manti today. Behind her, Christiansen had 7. Also, Mason had 7. Cox with 5. Simons with 4. And Johnson with 2 for Waterford. Kane had 16. McIntyre had 9. Biskupovich had 5. Johnson, Wilcox, and Shreve with 2. So Amanda Naylor did a nice job tonight.
That is our post game presented by Sunrise Engineering. Another broadcast coming up next. Millard and Emery. They'll be up with that shortly.
Does your kid know it all? Legendary basketball coach John Wooden once said, it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Help your kids see their potential. Partner up with their coaches and teachers. Find out what you can do. Just something to think about. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.